Greetings and welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it's your host, Galadon, and we've got another Gem Fix Farm Max That Rush episode. It's number 46. Now, I will tell you, you guys are amazing. A couple of episodes ago, I asked you to hit the like button specifically to see if it worked, and it did. So I promised not to do it every episode, but how about this one? If I ask you nicely, I'm not going to ask you to smash it, because I will never ever, I'm not that guy, I'll never ask you to smash a like button, but if I ask you to click on it, would you? Gently, lightly, softly, just click on it. Hit a thumbs up in the video. All right, let's move on because, hey, I am really enjoying this series, and I hope you guys are as well. I feel like we're actually getting dangerously close to not being rushed anymore. Now, yes, I know what you're saying, Galadon, you got a ton of walls. Feel my pain, Galadon. Even with your gems, Galadon, it's going to be a long and painful process, and I agree, it is. And we've spent a lot on this account already, and we have other accounts lying in wait, waiting to be fixed as well of my own accounts. You get what I'm saying. But anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and talk about, well, okay, what I'm doing these days, pretty much just the same grind. Notice right here, I'm showing you an example of going straight from upgrading things to getting an army ready to going out into the clouds. Yes, I am experiencing some significant clouds in Titan, but, and it's a big but, look at the loot on the very first base I found, and it's a dead base in addition to that. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to show you the attack, but obviously we are finding crazy numbers up here in Titan 1, Titan 2, and the league bonus just makes it that much better. Over 1 million gold, over 10,000 Dark Elixir right there, and these bases, they just keep a-coming, and I am kind of, feeling like it's okay to suffer through a little bit of clouds in order to find bases like this. And there's this long time argument about, oh no, Galadon, go down to Crystal and you're going to find so much better bases down there, so many dead bases and blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe it's a personal preference, but for me, I don't mind the challenge of hitting harder bases. I don't mind sitting through a little bit of cloudiness in order to find bases like this. And it's really not that far between these big offers that I'm seeing this. And then the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, again, just eradicates everything, and we usually pick up a 3-star with a Bobat against these less than optimum bases. So yeah, there's a couple of different ways to look at it. If you're looking for a cheaper army, obviously P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, not the most economic army, maybe a Lunian, maybe Barch, of course. But speaking of economically unwise, let's move some 7th birthday surprises. Now I'm shooting for 7 in a row, and of course I refuse to buy a shovel. We're not going to buy any shovels ever, ever, ever for 500 gems, but of course, we will occasionally pick them up as part of other packages or in the season pass. Another reason to get the gold pass, because then you never pay 500 gems. And check that out. We're at 6, and I don't know, something about that. It's my favorite obstacle, I've said this before, of all time, and when you click them all like that, it just looks super cool. So maybe I should have put them in 2 rows. Too late now. Anyway, okay, so we're back out to raiding in a moment, but we were going to try not to noob the gold storage. That means run the gold storage over full because we're raiding, and we're trying to decide what to do next as far as defenses versus walls versus troops. Obviously, we are working on at least 1 cannon, 1 archer tower, and 1 mortar to get them all the way to maxed out status. And you can see, even if we do have to spend the gems to free up a builder, we will do it, and we've got that cannon already geared up on its way to max level. Now, what else do we have going here? That's right, time to upgrade some more troops. We are getting close to maxing out all of our troops, to being completely offensively done with upgrades. So the giant is next. Oh, wait a minute. We had a book. I've got a book somewhere. I'm going to find that book, and we'll get back, and we will book that giant, because it's around here. Wait. Maybe it was here. Oh, there it was. Okay, so the Book of Fighting, 925 gems is not cheap, but look, it saved me a whopping 198 gems. It's kind of like going to the expensive clothing store, but it's 50% off. That's why I spent $500 on those pair of shoes. But all right, okay, so next up, we're going with the witches. Gonna try to get them maxed out as well. And again, as soon as we get all of these troops maxed out, we will start trying some different attacking strategies. So we fast forward to another session of looting and raiding, and as you can see, we're working on trying to get rid of the lower level cannons and archer towers. Want to get at least everything to 14 as soon as possible. I feel like they just look so good at level 14. So we're going to work on a couple of archer towers here. And we're going to have to free up another builder, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's what gems are for. All right, so there we go. Level 140. Yes, I know. The true sign of a rushed Town Hall 12. I am a Town Hall 12, and I'm only level 140. But all right, so there's the Archer Tower, working on that as well. And we're back out to smashing bases. And look at this beast right here. Very intimidating, but also maybe one of the ideal setups for P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. And yes, of course, look at the insane amount of loot. That is absolutely crazy, the amount of loot that is there. So we're going to go in, kind of come from the side. And now this was during the Party Wizard and Baby Dragon event. If you recall those events where you had to use 6 baby dragons to complete one challenge, and then you had to use 14 Party Wizards to complete a second challenge. So I thought, hey, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We got in there. We used, yes, 6 baby dragons to funnel and 14 Party Wizards to, well, to play the Party Wizard music because it's the best music ever in the game. And then pretty much just a straight P.E.K.K.A. Bobat after that. At the top of the base, everything north of the Town Hall, come on, you have no chance. You cannot stop my Batty Bat Bats. They are going to get in there and absolutely wreck as long as they avoid the Town Hall. Sure enough, they do. They're going to stay along that outer rim. And really, I mean, this freeze spell probably wasn't even needed, but I figured I'd freeze a couple of air targeting defenses at once. You can see the units are closing in on the Town Hall down at the bottom, so we froze that because it was actually getting to the bats. And on the far left-hand side, no, there's just this. I could have gotten 150, 180, 200% on this base. It had no chance. And we absolutely tore it down. So it is kind of fun to see bases like this when you're out in Titan League. And the loot, it was stunning, I have to say. As this raid wrapped up, we just kind of sat and stared and checked out. I mean, with a Titan League bonus on top, it was nearly 1.5 million golden elixir and well over 10. Actually, it was over 11,000 dark elixir. Over 11K dark. So quickly, of course, we filled up a bunch of storage. Well, all right. Gems are for spending, and Galadon's wallet is bending. Open, or over, or... All right, so there it is, 14,000 more gems, and as we add those, then we'll be able to finish the art... Oh, wait a minute. There's packages available. Packages? And it never turned down packages, and this was a little bonus. Normally, there's only 4. Did you notice this series of packages? There were 2 for only $199. That's right. So $199, $199, $299, $499, $999, $999. The wall rings. You know, I'm going to take it. Again, like I said, I am not going to spend direct resources on walls, but when I can get away with a technicality like this, spending cash for rings and then rings for walls. And you realize also, this is a bit of a psychological trick, right? Because they could just throw a thing up that said, hey, upgrade 4 walls for $10. It's kind of like, yeah, feels bad. Okay, obviously, also there's the fact that it's going to upgrade different levels of walls for different players, but I'm just saying, it is a little bit of psychology right there, because players are much more likely to spend gems and potions and books on improvements than they are actual cold, hard cash. So removing or adding the middleman, rather, makes it a little bit easier. So speaking of easier, here's a book. It saves us 1,200 gems, and I'm sure that book didn't cost us that much, right? Of course not. Okay, where are we going next? Oh yes, how about maxing out the haste spell? So that's going to feel good as well. So we're down to just skeleton spells, and then the giant, he's going to get maxed out also. So that leaves only wall breakers as far as non-dark elixir troops, regular elixir troops, and of course, we're going to do a few walls. Just a few, just to get things done here. Right, okay, so here's the wall rings, 16 wall rings for those 4 segments, and, okay. Does this bother you guys, the OCD viewers? Okay, how about that? Is that better? How about this? Does that bother you? What if I were to, like, move this and leave that there? Would that trigger you? Let me know. Tell you what, let me know down in the comments. Does this bother you? Does that sticking out like that bother you at all? Because I know some people don't really care for things that are not perfect, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. I am. All right, we're gonna upgrade this mortar. There's the mortar going to level 11. I'm sorry. Again, tell me down in the comments, and if enough people complain about that little wall, we will fix it. All right, status report, let's go. Time to review the total amount spent on the Gemfix Farm Max That Rush account today. $121.94, bringing the total to $37.49.76. We spent just over 5,800 gems today, $42 worth. And at time, we are now at a total of 147 hours and 15 minutes. What are your next goals, Galadon? Well, I want to finish those troop upgrades, and I want to max out that last spell. Let's go. Offensively fully maxed out account. Okay, thank you guys as always for watching all the way to the end of the episode. I truly appreciate you guys. I know I say it every episode, but I appreciate you every episode. Thank you again for hitting the like button. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Be kind to everything. And what else? Oh, full attack. Did I get it all? Did I cover everything?
Don't get a bit forgetful in your old age, eh? Galadon.